I've got 3 meetings to tell you about. We're going to talk about dues. Have you paid yours? Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish friends. Federation Focus is on for the week of December 15th, 2025. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first vice president. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Federation Focus. I really do appreciate it. Now, again, I've mentioned a few things. Meetings we'll get to in a minute, but most importantly are dues. No matter what chapter or division you're in, dues are due. You know, kind of like do the do. Remember those with Mountain Dew? Do the dues. By the 31st of December. They are due in by the 31st of December for 2026 membership. And when you pay your dues, here's what you get. You get the ability to make motions in your chapter or division on what you want to see happen in the future. You get to vote on motions that are made. You get to obviously second motions that are made as well, but you also get the ability to apply for financial assistance to go to Washington Seminar or National Convention, which again, in 2026, it's down in Austin, Texas. I hope you're going to be there. It's the first week of July in Austin. I know it's going to be warm, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and there are a lot of great places to eat there. That's some of the things that you get when you pay your membership dues. You don't have to pay your dues if you're just interested in going to a meeting and listening to what's going on within the Federation, picking up tips and tricks on how to advocate for yourself or whatnot, but you don't get to vote on anything that's brought up during the meetings, and you certainly don't get to bring something up to maybe you see something that needs to be addressed. You can't make a motion to address those situations. So that's why it's important you pay your dues. Dues are different with every chapter and division. It's set by each individual chapter. If you don't have a chapter near you but want to become a member, you can always pay the Jigsaw chapter dues, which in reality is only paying the $5 to be part of the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. When you pay your dues to chapters and divisions, $5 of those dues that you pay go to the affiliate, the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. So you, when you become a member of a chapter or division, are also a member of the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. So go ahead and find out where you need to pay so you can pay your dues by December 31st, 2025, so you're a member for all of 2026 and you get all those benefits. Now, let's talk about some meetings. I told you there are 3. At 6 o'clock on Tuesday night, that's tomorrow night, the 3rd night of Hanukkah. You're going to light the 3rd candle, and then you're going to go to the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants meeting at 6 p.m. 6 p.m., Zoom information is below. If you have any questions, reach out to PABM President Pam Baccaro, and she will be able to help you. You can also contact me. If I can help you, I certainly will. I am the treasurer of the Blind Merchants. At 7 p.m. on Tuesday night, that candle may still be burning. That 3rd night of Hanukkah candle may still be burning, but you will go to see Chris Westbrook and the Deaf Blind Division. Their meeting starts at 7. Again, the Zoom information and one-tap mobile information is below in the description. Any questions, reach out to Chris Westbrook, and he should be able to answer them for you. If you have any questions and need more information about Chris, shoot me an email, vp1@nfbofpa.org. There's one chapter meeting this week, and that is Saturday at 10 via Zoom only. Just via Zoom. It's the Greater Philly chapter meeting, 10 a.m. Saturday morning. The Zoom information is below, and pay close attention because it's new Zoom info. New Zoom information and one-tap mobile are below, so pay attention. You can't go back to previous meetings to see what the Zoom info is because this is brand new. Brand new. See it below. If you have any questions, reach out to President Stacy Leap, and she should be able to help you with your questions and getting them answered. Those are the meetings. Now, we had Giving Tuesday a couple of weeks ago, But just because Giving Tuesday has come and gone doesn't mean if you know someone who you think could help the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania, please send them the link, supportpablind.org. The link is down below, supportpablind.org. That goes right into our PayPal account. You can put any amount that you like in that. There's a little box you could check if you want to also cover the PayPal fees. That would be great if you do, but any amount could be put in that box. If you want to give $1 or know somebody that wants to give you $1, put it in the box, hit submit. You can use your PayPal account, but you can also use a debit or credit card. Again, supportpablind.org. It's down below in the description. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also reach straight to me at vp1@nfbofpa.org. I can tell you this. Get ready to save your pennies because we know that our next state convention will be November 5th through November 8th, 2026 at the Hershey Lodge in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Info will be forthcoming, but start saving now. And we will have meetings probably once Washington Seminar has come and gone. And while I'm mentioning Washington Seminar, if you have an interest in going to Washington Seminar this year, please reach out to Michelle McManus. If you need her contact information, contact me, and I will get you her information. So again, Washington Seminar is coming up at the end of January, the 26th through the 28th, obviously in Washington, D.C. It starts at 5 p.m. on the 26th for the Great Gathering In. That is where you'll learn the different agenda points and hear from President Riccobono and other folks from National, as well as usually there's a senator or someone from the House of Representatives there as well. Last year it was Pete Sessions. We've had a few different folks come each year. So it's an awesome time. Now in Pennsylvania, the way it works, the Great Gathering In is on Monday night. That's for everyone. And there's roughly about 500 folks that go, not just from Pennsylvania, of course, from all the states. And then in Pennsylvania on Tuesday, we use that to go visit our members of the House. So we break up into groups, usually 3 or 4 people, depending on how many people are going. We break up into groups. If you are in, let's say, like me, Pennsylvania 5th Congressional District, you'll probably be in the group that goes to see our Congresswoman, Mary Gay Scanlon. Or you could just go to the CVS around the corner where Liz ran into her the other day, or Hobbs Coffee in Swarthmore, because she always seems to be there as well when she's in the district. But we'll break you up. Depending on what congressional district, you will be one of the ones that goes to visit that office. If you have interest in going to Washington Seminar, again, contact Michelle McManus if you have any questions. And whatever you do, as soon as you know you want to go, you've got to call and make reservations because the hotel room block usually books up. It's the Holiday Inn Capitol at 550 C Street. That's the letter C. 550 C Street in Washington. Make your reservations. You might even want to do that before you contact Michelle, but contact Michelle to find out all the information that you need to know. The hotel is important, though, because that does book up. Now, I always put a lot of additional things in the description and in the corresponding emails that go out for Federation Focus, and they usually have to do with national items. The Braille Monitor, NFB Newsline, the Independence Market, and how you can order online. So all that stuff is usually down below. So if you have any questions or comments about those, you can certainly reach out to me, especially if you're interested in NFB Newsline. Please reach out to me. I also always put something about White Canes Connect. That is a production that we are very proud of here at the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. And in the latest episode, it's episode 147, we are using President Riccobono's address to our state convention back in November. That is episode 147. You'll hear from President Riccobono, and he'll tell you about how he got started in the Federation and how he became the president and what his ideas are for the Federation. So give that a listen. It's episode 147, White Canes Connect. You can find it on Apple and Spotify. You can even find it over on YouTube. The White Canes Connect YouTube channel is at PA Podcast if you want to watch over there, or you can go right to the White Canes Connect website. The episode can be found at whitecanesconnect.com/147. That's whitecanesconnect.com/147, numerically speaking, 147. So check that out if you're interested in that. And check out some of the older episodes if you want to go back and listen to some of those. That'll do it for this episode of Federation Focus, dropping on day 1 of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate. Be careful lighting those real candles tonight for night 2 or any of the other nights as they come up. I hope you're getting all your Christmas shopping done if you're out doing that. And I will be back next week with another episode of Federation Focus. Let's go build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next week.